Go. Hey everybody. I'm hopefully the sunlight is doing the most. Let me see if I can do this. Alright. Hopefully you can see me. I am out and about. I am working. And I have not come to you in a good long while. This is the very first time I'm doing this whole YouTube live thing. I am not apt at it, so please forgive me and the blundering that I am doing. However, I'm testing some things out. I was trying to do, if you follow me on Facebook and other social media sites, you know that I have been working diligently trying to get everything set up for you as far as the programs and everything go. And I have to get the website set up and just learning how to use all this technology. I've talked about it extensively on my other media pages, but this it's been really doing me in sometimes. I'm sorry, I know I'm moving a lot. It's just that I'm trying to get this so you can see me, and I'm sorry that you're looking at my nose. I apologize. Anyway, it's just been doing the most, and it's been kind of trying a little bit. And a lot of times, we're talking about purpose and we're talking about walking out purpose. We are not always, people that are doing what we want, what they're called to do, are not always honest about the difficulties and things that they went through. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Are not really honest all the time about the difficulties and things that they've gone through when trying to get things up and running. It's like, oh wow, they just burst on the scene and oh, aren't I spectacular? Well, let me tell you something, honey. That is not the case with your girl. It is just not the case. And I don't want you to believe that it's going to necessarily be the case with you either. I want you to see and know that there are struggles, and that you're going to go through things, and life is going to happen in the midst of you trying to get your purpose grind on and trying to do those things that God called you to do. There are things that are going to come up. Family still is going to be family. Kids are still going to be kids. You're still going to have things. And like I said, I really apologize for the lighting. I am in my car. I am working. Anyway, but, things are still going to come up that are out of your control. And you still have to handle them in the midst of in the midst of working at that thing that God has called you to. In the midst of all of that, you are still going to have to deal with life. And then you have to deal with your deficiencies. One of the things that I tell people that we should really be working at and looking at staffing our weaknesses and working our strengths. Well, sometimes, guess what? You can't staff a weakness. It depends on what your financial situation is. It depends on the resources that you have available. And it also depends on your knowledge. Do you even know that is available, that something is available to you? Do you know that? What happens when you have a lack of knowledge? The Bible talks about how my people perish for lack of knowledge. Okay, some stuff, sometimes you have a lack of knowledge, not because you're willfully ignorant, just because you just never heard of that before. And so there's certain things that I'm learning right now, even as I'm walking out this purpose thing of helping other people walk out their purpose, that I'm learning about that I didn't know existed. Like, I didn't know there are platforms that would help me and allow me to just put my curriculum on there and bring it to you. So I was working hard. I was working hard. I'm writing so much, and I do write. I love to write. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy writing, especially when I'm writing this stuff, doing things that's going to help people. I was just writing away and trying to get this up and running. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, I went on someone else's site who does, kind of like the same thing that I do. And I saw this company that provides an avenue for me to put my video, my curriculum on the site and just get it to you that way. So now I'm trying to go and learn how to use their software and everything, because I don't have to reinvent the wheel. But I still have to learn how to use it. I was perishing because I had a lack of knowledge. I did not know. I was not willfully ignorant. I just did not know that was available to me. You know, just learning about things like landing pages and, you know, really, that's what you do? I'm sorry. I need to focus. I don't have road rage for real, but people just do crazy stuff when you're driving. Anyway, but, you know, just really understanding that, you know, sometimes you're not willfully ignorant. I learned, you know, learning about landing pages and how to get this website designed exactly the way I want to get it designed. And then just really utilizing tools for you guys, because, you know, not everybody has all this money to spend. And you know, my husband's a television producer. I've said that a few times. I've given that information to you a few times, and I got to get a better stand. Anyway, you see, I have a lack of focus sometimes when I'm doing stuff. Focus. Anyway, my husband's a television producer, and so there's a lot of things that he can do for me. There's a lot of resources that he has that I could very well have my website up and pumping and running and all these various things. And he's like, you're making me look like a bad producer because I'm not helping my wife. Well, one thing I had, you know, as I had to explain to him, is that if I'm going to tell you and I'm going to help other people walk out their purpose, I need to make sure that I'm utilizing tools that you might use. Now, if I'm going to learn how to if I'm going to tell you to go and check out Fiverr, Fiverr, because it's a wealth of information. There's a lot of ways you can get things done on Fiverr. And no, this is not sponsored by Fiverr. I just learned that it was a really good resource. So no, it's not sponsored by Fiverr. I have not done a sponsored video yet. Don't know if I ever will. I'm not worried about that. But I just know it's a really good tool for people that are trying to get things like their websites done. If they need landing pages, if you need just about anything, you could go on Fiverr and get it done at an inexpensive rate. Well, the reason I'm going through the struggles of learning how to use it and all that it entails is because why would I tell you to use something I ain't used? That don't make sense, would it? Because I could have you out there using something that does not work, but I'm promoting it just because I heard about it. But I go and have mine professionally done by the resources that my husband has. That's not fair to you. So if I'm going to tell you to use something, if I'm going to give you a recommendation, it's going to be a recommendation that I myself have used. I'm experimenting with a couple of different places on my website, because there are resources on how to get your websites done that claim to be very easy to use. They claim that they are very, very easy to use, but you know what? Some of them, if you are as technologically timid as I am, let me tell you something. It's not all that easy to use. Just click, and you watching the video on YouTube about these people telling you to click here, click there, you go click on it and it don't work. And that's what I have found. So I'm not going to tell you to go and use a website to get a certain company to get your website done, and I haven't experienced it myself, because I know I am technologically timid, challenged, whatever you want to call me. Technology don't always work the way I think it's supposed to, okay? And so if I'm going to tell you to do something, I'm going to make sure that it's working the way that they say it's supposed to work, and it's as easy to use as they say it's supposed to be. That's just me. Because if I'm going to help you, if I'm going to be this purpose guide that I claim to, that the Lord has called me to be, I won't say that I claim to be, that the Lord has called me to be, I want to make sure that you have the best chance for success. So that's what's been going on. That's why you haven't seen the regular videos that I normally put out, and I'm trying this live thing. Oh my goodness, I'm trying this live thing and don't know that I like it because it's not perfect, and I am into the whole polished perfectionist best that I can put out, but live is not all that perfect, as you can see, because me driving and trying to get this done and the light just doing the most and the sun is just not cooperating with me is an interesting thing. But it is what it is. But I want to encourage you to continue in what God has called you to do. I want to encourage you, no matter what the struggles are, because I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue fighting for you. I'm going to continue looking for things. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. And before I go, I do want to tell you that I have used Fiverr. If you are looking for a website, if you are looking for help getting things done that you just don't know how to do, and when I said I made the statement a little bit earlier to work your strengths and staff your weaknesses. Fiverr is a way for you to staff that weakness. It is a good way to staff that weakness, because if you don't know how to do something, or if you're just technologically timid or administratively timid or challenged or whatever, you can get the things done that you need done for a fraction. And when I say a fraction, I'm not talking about 50%. I'm talking about like an eighth of the cost that you would normally spend on a lot of these professional things that you get done. There are some people there that do some amazing logos, and I will do a edited video, and I will show the logos that I've had created on Facebook or on Fiverr, because they have created some awesome logos for me. I am gonna let someone work on the website for me. I'm gonna let somebody on Fiverr do the website for me, and I will so that you can see the quality that you can get. I just don't want you. I don't want. Reason that thing is, I'm not pressing. I'm not, talking to Fiverr for any other reason except for it's been a good resource. I found it to be a good resource, and I want you to be successful. I want you to be successful. And if you can, and if giving somebody else a plug that I have no idea, I have no ties to their business at all, except for that I've used their resources. If giving them a plug, so be it. I don't care. I can care less. I can care less. What I care about is you, and you walking out what God has intended. So as you're going through this struggle, I want to encourage you to keep it up. If you find that you're having problems, you know what? Put a comment down below. Ask a question. Send an email. Maybe there's something that I can look up for you or find out for you. And you won't have to, struggle so hard. There's other people. I want us to be more of a community, and this is working. I'm sorry. I know my hand is over the camera part. It's working my nerves. Give me just a moment. Hold on. All right, that's better. Okay. I know that people are, I know that it is, I want us to be more of a community. That's what I'm looking for. I want us to be more of a community, helping one another. It doesn't help if we're just out here struggling, trying to get this thing that God called us to do done, and we're not helping one another. So that's what I want us to do. I want us to help one another. I'm going to put the link to Fiverr in the comments when I'm not driving, because that would be dangerous, right? I'm going to put the link to Fiverr in the comment section down below, or below this video, once if it allows me to, because this is the very first time I've ever done a live YouTube video, so I don't even know if it allows me to do that. Allows me that function. I have no idea. So I'm going to find out. And as I use YouTube, I was trying also. Now, I'm digressing. I need to focus. Anyway, I need to focus. See, the thing is, a lot of times people think you got it all together. And I love doing these. The thing I love about the live videos is that because people often think that you have it all together because you're doing a particular thing. But as you can see, I can lose focus just like anybody else. I am a normal individual. I do not have everything all in order and pristine. What you see on a edited video, that's not necessarily your girl. Your girl can lose focus and be all over the place just like everybody else. But as I was saying, I want you to make sure you are asking questions, getting help. Don't struggle alone. If there's a resource that I find, I will pass it on. If you have resources, pass it on in the comment section. Let's help one another. I want to let you go because this truck is gaining on me, and he is not looking like he is going to do the right thing. So I'm going to let you go, but I will talk to you all soon with another live video. I'll take you on a bunch of ride-alongs really soon. I'm going to get another stand, but you know, another holder for this tablet situation that I got right here, so that you guys can go live with me a lot more, because I'm in my car most of the time and I like talking to you. It's like having my friends with me when I'm talking to somebody. I know people in the cars around me are looking like, who in the world is she talking to? But I like taking you with me. It's like having my friends at work with me. So I'm going to talk to you soon. You all take care of one another, stay on your purpose grind, pray for me as I pray for you. Bye bye.